Alright, Shalom. I'd like to give praise and glory and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. I'd like to say double honors to the elders, our apostles, great millstone, and peace, salutation to the Akim, the elect that's pushing this word of truth. Alright. This Shah Kabar, Bun Yahweh da Bun Yasharala. We got this week's motivation. It say restoring glory unto his men. So basically, the Lord is going to restore glory unto his men, the men of the Lord, like we once had before. You know, we was once a nation of men that ruled the world, man. You know, through the spirit. All right, we was once men that we was basically, you know, feared of all nations, man. We was the most, people feared us, man. You know what I'm saying? Now we basically on a low totem pole right now until Yahweh Shai come back and his angels, right? So basically, you know, the motivation says what? Restoring glory unto his men. So the Most High, you know, raised up his men, you know, to bring this word out to restore, you know, the elect, you know, back to the original fold. All right, and that's part of the glory. So no further ado, I'm gonna go to Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 31. It says, "And ye are my flock, the flock of my pasture." Right, we are the flock of the Most High, and the pasture, which is we are the teachers. We are the teachers and rulers. All right, of men of you know, we are the teachers. You know what I'm saying? We teach the word. You know, we feed the flock and feeding the elect. All right. It says our men. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord only deal with men. The Lord only deal with men that feed the flock. No woman feed the flock, man. Only the Lord raise up men to feed the flock. All right. And I am your power, said the Most High Power, Yahweh Bashim Shai. So we are the sheep herders, man. We are actually the sheep herders. You know what I'm saying? Feeding the flock, man. So, you know, when the sheep herder gather all sheep together, that's part of multitude. All right. Let me see something real quick. All right. Basically, you know, this lesson basically based on explaining how the Most High will give us our glory back. Also speak on how they have taken our glory away with certain agendas they use. And we're going to get to that too. Say slavery, buck breaking, the new black is gay movement. All right. And then explain, you know, how we are going to not be but every joke in society anymore. So basically, man, the scriptures is on point, man. So basically, we gonna rise above all the BS that's going on within our nation, man. First, we gotta, you know, continue in the faith and stay humble and be vigilant, man. And it's truth. And we almost out of here. All right. All right. So I'm gonna go to Revelations chapter 21, verse 1. Alright, this Revelation chapter 21, verse 1. "And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea." So it ain't gonna, you know, this the first, basically, you know, this kingdom is gonna pass away soon, because this kingdom basically is temporary, man. Alright. "And I, John, saw the holy city of New Jerusalem coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband." All right. So the New Jerusalem, man, is basically, the kingdom. All right, the kingdom of heaven. It ain't really, it ain't talking about a really actual Jerusalem coming down from the sky, man. All right. So when the Lord bring His chariots, you know, the chariot of Israel, man, it's gonna be when the Lord come back with His chariots, man. He's gonna basically, beam up the elect. Okay. It said, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. So basically, man, the kingdom of heaven is going to be prepared for the elect, the 144,000 and the 1/3, when the house shall come back. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of Most High is with men, and He will dwell with them, and they shall be His people. Say, they shall be His people, and the Most High Himself shall be with them and be their power. All right. So when the Lord come back, man, He's going to restore all things that's broken. He's going to restore all things that's that's off. All right, backwards. Perverse. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be His power, man. So we gotta have faith and endure. You know what I'm saying? All the way to the end, man, for us to get our glory back. Okay. It say, and the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death. Right? No more slavery. No more killing of our people from the police. No more other nations. Killing our people off, man. None of that, man. It say, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. So this is the things that's going to pass away, man. So it ain't gonna be no more violence. It ain't gonna be no more drug dealing. It ain't gonna be no more killing. It ain't gonna be no more gang banging. It ain't gonna be none of that, man. And when the Lord come back, He gonna restore peace to the earth and bring glory back to His men, the elect, the ones that pushing His word, truth and sincerity. Okay. I'm gonna go to Isaiah. 65 and 17. Alright, this is Isaiah 65 and 17. It say, for behold, I create new heaven and a new earth, and a former shall not be remembered nor come into mind. So when the kingdom of heaven be restored by the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai, man, and all the things that we going through, that we doing in this present world, this former world right here, in this present world, we ain't gonna remember none of that. All that's gonna be wiped out. Like, say, like, you on a computer, and you're gonna, you erase your hard drive, man. Everything that's downloaded in our brain, and Lord's willing that we receive the kingdom of heaven, man, everything gonna be erased out of our minds, man. The wickedest things we did, all right. Weird desires in our mind, man. All that stuff it's gonna disappear when the Lord come back. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem and rejoicing in her people a joy. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. So it ain't gonna be no more. It ain't gonna be no heartaches. It ain't gonna be no more pain. It ain't gonna be no more sickness. It ain't gonna be no more. It basically ain't gonna be no more slavery. it ain't gonna be none of that, man. It's gonna basically it's gonna be joyful, man. In in the next life. All right. So the next life's gonna be joyful forever. You know, cause you gotta understand, man. We've been under servitude under different nations, man, through generations, man, through generations. All right. So this is the last servitude under Esau. All right. He said, I will rejoice in Jerusalem, enjoying my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. There shall be no more thence and infant of days. Yeah, it ain't gonna be no babies born days old shit. You know, coming out, you know, small. You know, baby's gonna be coming out healthy, like back in the day. Say, nor an old man that have not filled his days. Right, because you know older men, man, they dying early, man, because the Lord cut the time. He cut the time short. For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. And they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. All right. It says, thou shalt not build and other inhabited. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and my elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. So it's gonna be slavery going on, man. So we ain't be able to work, we ain't be able to plant, we ain't be able to build nothing. We just gonna be basically chilling, man. All right, we're gonna have workers, man. We're gonna have slaves, man. All right. It says they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. So all the curses are gonna be, you know, raised off us, man. So in Deuteronomy it says, you shall plant a vineyard and the others shall eat. You know, ain't no making no more money off the backs of us. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be none of that. It's gonna be basically hardcore slavery for the other nations, man. Alright. It says they shall not build and another inhabited. Right, because if we build they shall not, they say thou shalt not build and another inhabited. We ain't gonna do none of that, man. We ain't gonna build nothing. And y'all just gonna come in and just inhabit the shit. You know? They shall not plant and others eat. So we're not gonna plant nothing and you're gonna eat what we plant. Alright? For the days of the tree are the days of my people, and my elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. So basically we're just not gonna we ain't gonna do nothing, man, because in this kingdom right here, this raggedy, filthy, wicked kingdom, right now we working 9 to 5, we working 10:30 to 6:30, you know, we working 7 o'clock to 3:30, we getting up early in the morning going to work. Me personally, I overslept twice. And you tell me that's oppressed, okay? Tell me that's not oppressing, man. That's not my glory, man. This is not my excuse my language, but this is not my fucking glory, man. All right? We is not going to work ever again, okay? Thou shalt not labor in vain, nor bring forth trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the Most High, and their offspring with them. So our offspring, man, is not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be employees, because employee goes back to the word slave. We're gonna be employers. We're gonna be giving out hard jobs, man. We're gonna be the next ruling class CEOs, man. Alright? Forever. Okay? And furthermore, I like to get into and then that's how glory been taken away, man. The butt breaking, the gayest new black and all that stuff, man. And that's why Jake, man, they totally lost their glory through Esau, man. All right. And that basically that gayest new black is basically the civil rights issue, of their time being gay, okay, and the black church condone it, okay, and the Lord don't condone that. So Leviticus 20:13 tells you not to sleep with no man, okay. Man and man ain't supposed to sleep with each other, you know. And that's one of those civil rights movements that happened in the 60s during the time of what's the name of that guy that was with Martin Luther King, Bear Rustin. He the one is orchestrating that gay movement, that that fag movement, man, okay. And they trying to put it as their history and stuff like that, man. Their heritage and their sexual orientation, and that's part of the glory that's been taken from our people, man. And our glory been taken away from our people, and plus the heathenistic mindset is put in our people, okay. Like the buck breaking, that's part of the glory that's taken away from our people too. The slave master demasculating our men, okay, by having sex, with the Israelite men, So the Lord is going to pay harsh judgment to Esau, for taking our glory away from us, man. And then you gotta understand that's part of the curses on our people, because Israel broke the law, statutes, commandments. That's why we in this predicament. So this predicament is not going to last too long, okay. And when the slave master Esau demasculated our the men of Israel, man, it basically made a fool out of the men, what I'm saying? It took the glory away from them, and demasculating the men of Israel. That's why you got the new gay is black. You got homosexuality, all right. You got lesbianism. You got women running around here that's acting like men, all right. They masculine and our men is dismasculine. They ain't got the truth, man. All right. And also you have the other nations. You have the other nations, looking at us totally different, like we a joke. I'm gonna get to that next. So basically, man, right now our salvation is near, and plus Yahushua is coming back, and he's going to restore, the glory. He's going to restore Israel, and he's going to raise up the breaches, according to Amos 9:11-12, which I'm gonna get that too, because the house of David is building rapidly, before Esau's eyes, and Esau's getting really scared, man. Okay. And slavery, that broke us down mentally, physically, and spiritually too. So when we got over here on slave ships, they basically raped the men, they raped the women. What I'm saying? They demasculated the men on the boats too. They came over here. They threw our people to the sharks and everything, man. So we've been breaking down mentally, physically, and spiritually, man. All right. So I'm gonna go to Ezekiel chapter 36. We'll go to Ezekiel chapter 36. verse 15. I'm going to go to 14 and say, therefore thou shalt devour men no more, neither bereave thy nations anymore. All right, it say, saith the most high power. The Lord said, you ain't going to bereave our nations anymore, man. I'm going to go to that real quick. What's that? 36. 36 and 14. Say, therefore shall not devour men no more, neither bereave thy nations anymore. Bereave goes back to the Hebrew word shakal, means to make childless. All right, it's not gonna make childless anymore, man. We ain't gonna be treated like kids, man. All right, to make childless, to cause barrenness, to show barrenness of boy, miscarrying. It basically, we is not gonna be treated as, what I'm saying, as as little adolescents, man. Like we don't know nothing, man. Okay. Where is that? 14. It say, neither I will cause men to hear. He say, neither will I cause men to hear in thee the shame of the heathen. Okay, the shame of the heathen. All right, the shame, the confusion. Okay, the dishonor, the insult. They say it ain't gonna be no insult. It ain't gonna be no more confusion among us. It's not gonna be any propaganda. All right, stereotypical among our people, because you gotta understand, man. We the most stereotypical people on earth, man. We've been stereotyped all our lives, and that's gonna end. They say, neither will I cause men to hear in thee, all right, the shame of the heathen anymore. Say, neither shalt thou bear reproach of the people anymore. All right. Reproach goes back to the Hebrew word chopah. Chopah means to scorn, taunt upon our enemy, reproach, resting upon condition of shame, a disgrace. So basically, it's not going to be a disgrace anymore. Right? Because our women disgrace right now. What I'm saying, among these other nations too, like Ishmael, the Arabs. The nigger woman is a disgrace. What I'm saying, they pop our women, all right, for a pack of cigarettes. And they give them free sandwiches and free pork chop, pound of pork chop, and then they have they be having sex with our women and stuff like that, man. That's gonna end. Okay, it say, therefore shall not devour men no more. It say, neither bereave thy nations anymore, saith the most high power. Neither will I cause men to hear in thee shame of the heathen and anymore. All right, because it ain't gonna be no shame among us no more, man. You got Jake walking around with his pants down. That's a shame, man. Look how the other nations looking at our people, man. You got crackheads, man. You got drunkards. Okay, you got our people smacked with madness. They run up and down the street talking to themselves, screaming to themselves. They making a shame among the other nations, man. Among the heathen, they look at us as a joke, man. We ain't gonna be no joke in society anymore, man. Because when these race wars pop off, they're gonna see. Because the man of the Lord is not gonna be in a race war. We're gonna wait till Yahweh Shema shall come back, man. Neither will I cause men to hear in thee the shame of the heathen anymore. Neither shall thou bear the reproach of the people anymore. Neither shall thou cause thy nations to fall anymore. All right, said the Most High Power. So we is not gonna fall as a nation, man. We ain't gonna be caused to fall. All right. So the Lord is going to end all that rhetoric and all that BS, man, that's going on in our nation, man. And a lot of people think that we are the most dumbest people on earth. No, man. We just lost our glory, and the Lord is going to restore it when that time comes, when Yahweh shall come back. All right, last but not least, before I close out, and on Salakia for this tablet keep going out, so bear with me. All right. I'm gonna go to Amos chapter 9, verse 11. It say, "For behold, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in the sieve, ye shall not at least grain fall among the earth." So basically, he scattered this all over the earth. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord sifted this. He scattered all over. He scattered Israel all over the world, man. I say, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake, nor prevent us. Right, the sinners of our people gonna die by the sword because they don't want to get their glory, man. That's why the Lord gonna kill them. 2/3 of our people, man, they don't want the glory to be restored, man. They don't want the kingdom of heaven. They don't want to rule. You know what I'm saying? They don't want no ruler class mentality. We once had ruling class mentality, and we getting it right back. All right, through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shema Shai. Say, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. The Lord gonna close up the breaches. You know what I'm saying? Once he's raising up the tabernacle of David, he's building the tabernacle of David right now, man. You know, through the teachings, okay, through the videos, all right, and through the brotherhood. That's the main one. You know, you gotta have the brotherhood, man. Without brotherhood, how you gonna close the breaches, man? All right, because the brotherhood is the most important thing. All right. Isaiah, Psalms 133. It say we shall dwell in unity. That's exactly what we're doing. The Lord he's building the tabernacle of David through unity, man. We unifying right now. All right. It say Esau hate that we coming together through the spirit, you know, thereof. It say, and I will raise up his ruins, and that ruins, man, that's part of our glory being broken. That's part of restoring our, you know, he's going to restore our glory. That's part of our glory being restored. All right. It say, and I will build it as the days of old. So back in the ancient world, man, we was the strongest nation, man, and all the other nations feared us, man. We was the most feared people in the world, man. All right. We was the most feared. we was running things back then. Now it's gonna be restored, and our glory gonna come back. Through the spirit and power, how about Shema Shai, we're gonna rule again. All right, and hopefully, brothers, man, y'all better say, hopefully you the elect, man. Don't say you the elect and you got the truth. Oh, I'm the elect. Hell no. You just say y'all about Shema Shai. Hopefully I'm the elect, man. All right. You know, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom and all the heathen which call by my name. And the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai, that does this. So we're gonna rule the other nations. We're gonna rule Edom after Edom, after slavery. Edom after 1,000 years, he ain't gonna be no more after 1,000 years. So after that, we're gonna take his land, and then we're gonna put, Lord's willing, the elect gonna put the other nations in their in their land, and they're gonna be tributaries to us, and that's gonna be part of our glory, man. So keep pushing and keep fighting, man. So we're almost out of here. So with that, I'd like to say shalom.